Greetings and salutations, Charlton66 here once again with another video. As always, I hope everyone is doing well. It's going to be a short video. I like to do a quick review, but not really give anything away, obviously. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but there's a recommendation that I have. It's from TKO Studios. It's a series called SARA, and it's about a team of women Russian snipers during World War II. Um, uh, Although they're fictional characters, it's historically accurate. It's written by Garth Ennis, and I'll get into more detail about the series here in a second. One thing about Garth Ennis, I kind of been boycotting him. I know to Howard Mouse's chagrin. He knows why. What he did to Shadow Man in the 90s, back in the 90s, in the new Shadow Man comic book from Acclaim back in the day, really soured me on anything Garth Ennis has done. But I think he's risen above the shock value of his comic book writing to, he's risen above that, above all that. I was willing to give him another chance on the suggestion and recommendation from my friend Greg. He highly recommended the series. And the thing about the TKO Studios comic books is that they're oddly shaped, meaning they don't fit in a regular bag and board, which should not deter anyone from getting these wonderful comic books. You're just going to have to figure out a way to store them. And one of the ways that I figured out I was going to do it is I got this series in a collector's box, if you will, all 6 issues, except for getting a trade paperback, but they come in this box, which is very, very cool. There, of course, there's SARA on the back, but it helps store. You can put it on a bookshelf, stack them up, however you want to do it, but it protects the comic books. You don't have to worry about a bag and a board. But anyway, it's a 6-issue series. Takes place during World War II, obviously, and it's a team of women Russian snipers, which they were feared by the Germans back during the war. It's very well done. Steve Epting does the artwork, and the colorist is Elizabeth Breitweiser, and I hope I'm saying her last name right. The coloring is phenomenal. There's scenes where they're out in the cold. It takes place in the wintertime, obviously, in Russia and elsewhere during the winter months of World War II. But it's cold. They're out there when it's cold. But when they come inside, the coloring suggests warmth and comfort, which is, it adds to the scenery, it adds to the story, to me anyway. They're out in the cold. You know that it's, well, cold, but, they're doing their job out there without their creature comforts. And then they come inside as a team and discuss the day, discuss what's going on within the team. And it's like got this warm glow, and I'll show you it in a minute. But I don't want to give anything away, and when I show you the pages. But the coloring is phenomenal. Of course, Steve Epting's artwork looks almost photographic. Garth Ennis' writing is superb in this. And again, I don't want to be a hypocrite on Garth Ennis, but the suggestion and the recommendation from my friend Greg. Really want to, again, the historical aspect of it. Like I said earlier, with Sam Gladsman's A Sailor Story and the USS Stevens, sometimes the real heroes are real life people and not, our fictional comic book heroes. So it's good to read about that kind of stuff, about the human condition and what people are capable of and what they've gone through in life to lead them up to doing what they're doing. So. Again, it comes in this nice box, like I said, and there's a gold stamp. Doesn't come off well, so I suggest cutting it. I tried to peel it off, and it didn't come off too well. But nice setup, TKO Studios, and the first issue, of course, SARA. Nice, of course, nice cover, and this is what I'm saying about the coloring. Um, yeah, Elizabeth Breitweiser, color art. Steve Epting, art. Garth Ennis, writer. Again, it's shown being cold, and it's kind of bleak, but the colors fit the story, and just phenomenal artwork. And then when they do their job, they come into where they meet up. The trying to find, like I'm saying, I feel how I like it, the warm colors, and it adds to this comfort that that they have inside of their base. But the coloring of that is just really good. Of course, then they're out in the cold again. But the series is really, really good. It's phenomenal. Again, this is issue 1. The idea on who they need to snipe, who they need to take out, and why. You know, the position that they're in versus what they have, the enemy they have to engage, and reasons why they can't do certain things because of their position, and you know, the spotters, the snipers, how they work together, and of course the propaganda. I don't use the word propaganda on what the Russians, you know, but the mindset is what the Nazis were doing to their motherland, and the idea that they need to stop this fascist regime, and they'll do it. They'll go at all costs to stop them, basically. And the enemy is the enemy, and there was no two ways about it. Particularly with SARA, once she finds out, well, I don't want to give anything away, but SARA's mentality gets changed on what she needs to do and how she needs to do it. But it's just a phenomenal comic. Here's number 2. Again, there's the shadow of SARA and shot Nazi. Again, when they're outside, they go through parts of their training, how SARA gets trained, and but the artwork and the coloring is just phenomenal. And here's number 3. There's the team right there. And what's good about the team is that the human condition, some are stronger than others, some are more capable than others. Some take the goal to the extreme of doing their job, and other ones it's there as a job, but they just want the war to be over. So there's a variance. It's not like everyone. It's not like the Sergeant Fury's Highland Commandos where everyone goes in, everyone comes back. It's not like that. This is real life, so there's characters that are not as, like I said, are not as strong or not as capable as someone like SARA. Number 4? Yeah, 4 of 6. Five of 6. And TKO Studios have a lot of neat titles that they have, and you can order from the website, and you can get the gift box, or the gift box, the box set, or the trade paperback, or individual issues. Like I said, my recommendation is TKO Studios. They have a lot of really good books, and I really recommend SARA, but getting them all in the box where it'd be easy storage, it's a no-brainer. I mean, they all fit in the box. You can set the box on the shelf, stack them up, however you want to do it, and it protects the comic books. And this is my favorite cover. 6 of 6. Steve Epting really does a phenomenal job. And the colors are just, like I said, I just can't get over the coloring and the artwork. I get a Russ Heath vibe from Steve's artwork. Out in the winter. Just really good stuff. This is the 6th issue, the last issue. That's the only thing I'm doing. This particular video is doing a quick review of SARA. I recommend it. You won't be disappointed if you get it, particularly people who are fans of historical uh, comic books or comic books that and we have them. I mean, there's one thing about our medium that I'm a big fan of is that you can find a comic book almost about anything, and then they're out there. So again, TKO Studios, SARA, by Garth Ennis, Steve Epting, and Elizabeth Breitweiser, who does the coloring, which again I can't talk enough of. Anyway, I hope you guys find a chance to pick up the book. I hope you do. If you do, you do enjoy it. I'm sure you will. And you guys take care, and see you guys around.